Welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to look at different questions from different topics. These questions are very interesting. They're a little bit tricky, so you have to be careful as you are solving them. So the first one is evaluate 3 plus 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 4. So we're going to evaluate 3 plus 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 4. Now, if you've noticed, we've got addition and division, and always when you have different signs in one expression, the very first thing you have to do is use what we call BODMAS. Now, what is BODMAS? BODMAS is just the order of how you're going to add, subtract, divide, multiply, and of course, if there are brackets, you start with brackets. So this is brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So in our case here, 3 plus 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 4, the first thing we're going to start with is division before we add. So we're going to divide this. So we're going to divide this before we add. When you add and divide later, your answer is going to be wrong. So this is going to be 3 plus. Now, if you've noticed, when dividing, you can't just divide an expression like this. So you have to simplify it. How do you simplify it? So all you have to do is write the first digit that you have, which is 1 over 2, and change the division to multiplication. Now, when you change the sign to multiplication, the denominator should become the numerator, and the numerator should become your new denominator. So here, this will be 4 over 1. And hence, it will be easier now to multiply. So this is 3 plus, you can multiply the numerators alone and the denominators alone. So this will be 1 times 4, which is 4 over 2 times 1, which is 2. And this is equal to 3 plus 2 into 4 is 2. Hence, our final answer is 5, because 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. And this is how you solve the first question. The next question is an inequation. Solve the inequation 1 minus 3 over 5 x less than 4. So the idea is to find the values of x that are less than 4. Now, this will be solved the same way you solve an equation. How do you solve an equation? You solve an equation where you group the like terms now. Now, case here, we've got the variable x, so we're going to leave it alone and take 1 on the other side of the inequation sign. This is less than sign. So this would be negative 3 over 5x. When it crosses the less than sign, the less than sign, it becomes negative 1 because it is positive. So this would be negative 3 over 5x less than 4 minus 1 is 3. So I'll bring it right here. Negative 3 over 5x is less than 3. Now, how do you find the value of x? All you have to do is to divide by the coefficient. So you remain with x divided by negative 3 over 5. Now, every time you divide by a negative number, your sign is going to change. Here we've got less than, so our sign that we're going to have is greater than. So we'll cancel, but because we've divided by a negative number, so hence x will be greater than 3. Remember, when we're solving the first question, when you have a division sign, or rather division, you can just put a multiplication sign and change the sign, the numbers. The numerator becomes the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator. So this would be times negative 5 divided by 3. This expression is the same as 3 divided by negative 3 over 5. And all we've done is changed the sign to multiplication and moved this to become the numerator, and this becomes the denominator. Hence, x is greater than 3 times negative 5 divided by 3. This will cancel, this will cancel. Hence, we remain with negative 5 as our final answer. Hence, x is greater than negative 5. So all figures or numbers greater than negative 5 will definitely, if put in this, would definitely be less than 4. So for example, you can get x is equal to, or rather x is equal to -1. If you are to put -1, definitely the answer you're going to get after simplifying will be less than 4. Hence, all the values that are greater than -5 when put in here will be less than 4. Now, let's solve our third question, which is simplify a minus 2 over a squared minus 4. Now, when you are simplifying, all you have to do is to look at what you have and see how best you can simplify it. So here, we're going to keep the numerator a minus 2 and divide it by, now a squared minus 4 squared, this can also be written as a squared minus this 4 in form of indices is 2 squared. We've not changed anything, we've just changed the form of 4 into form of an index, which is 2 to the power 2. And this is equal to, now what we have here is what we call the difference of two squares. Now the difference of two squares, as we stated, if you've not watched the video on the difference of two squares, you do, I'll put the link in the description below. So hence this is a, whenever you have the difference of 2 squared, this is a plus 2a minus 2. So all you have to do is to get your values a, you add them, then in the next bracket you subtract them, a plus 2, a minus 2. So this is what we're going to write here. A minus 2 is equal to a plus 2, a minus 2. This is equal to, so since we have a minus 2, a minus 2, this is going to cancel and this is going to cancel, remain with 1 here. Hence our final answer will be 1 over a plus 2, and this cannot be simplified any further. Hence we've simplified our expression, which is a minus 2 over a squared minus 4. Now, our final question says that given that p is equal to 7 and q is equal to -3, find p squared minus q to the power 3. So p squared minus q to the power 3. So this is equal to, where there's p, you put 7, where there's q, you put -3. So in our case here, you have 7 squared minus -3 to the power 3. So this is equal to 7 squared is 49 minus, pay attention here, you've got -3 cubed. That means this is the same as -1 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3. Now, this is one thing you have to note. Note that when your power is an odd number, the sign is maintained. So if it's a negative, the sign will become negative. So this -1 to the power 3 is -1. But if this is an even number, for example, 2, 4, 6, the negative will become positive. So this becomes negative, and this is 3 to the power 3, which is 27. Hence, altogether, -1 times 27 is equal to -27. So this is what we're going to write here, minus -27. Now, negative times negative is positive, hence 49 plus 27. Hence, our final value is 76. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you find value in this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, leave it in the comment section, or just any topic that you'd want us to tackle, leave it in the comment section and that question will be tackled. Thank you so much. Hopefully it helps.